belated hello, everyone. Hi, Mega Man. Hi, Tech.
Hello.
Doing the joke again.
You can't just do the same joke every time. Why?
I'm not doing it every time. I just thought I'd do it again because it was funny.
Why has the chat mode told me that we are at 11 of 30 subs for a December sketch stream? Who set this as a goal?
Wow.
I don't do sketch streams here, Twitch. I do them on Picardo because you aren't cool about music.
Did I set that? What the fuck?
Well, if you give 30 subs, we'll do a December sketch.
I guess we'll
stream.
do a December sketch stream if we reach 30 subs. That's the promise.
We'll do our Christmas in July sketch stream.
Yeah. The June December.
Awesome.
Wow. See.
Only 2 people remembered what was next. The other one got it wrong.
Fucked up.
Hi, Violet Heart. Hi, Fusoku. Thank you for your 5 stream watch streak. That's awesome. I hope everybody's been having a good day.
It's been pretty chill. It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm tired because I woke up early.
I'm tired because I had 2 weeks of family over.
Oh.
And I am very, very introverted unless I am around my people.
Emotional support friends, also known as friends.
Also known as good
Also
friends
known
that
as-
I like to have around.
There's a lot of leftover pizza downstairs, so I'm gonna be having that tonight and tomorrow.
Gosh.
Wow. We love leftover pizza. They should change leftovers so it's not an apple core and replace it with a pizza because I think the Pokemon would like it better.
Because I think that people would be very abnormal about it.
And they're already abnormal about it.
It's like, how much are you really getting out of that apple core?
Well, you see,
Apple.
it gives them more HP because it's keeping the doctor away.
I see.
I'm gonna post this finished art around, and then I will begin playing the video game.
Y'all better look at it with your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Art
I'm
reaction stream. Art reaction stream. We get to, the Fine Bros are gonna get us because of all the reacting.
We're going to kill them. That's what's going to happen.
Wait.
If Fine Bros react to seeing their own graves like Scrooge in A Christmas Carol.
Fine Bros react to their own mortality.
I don't get it, bro. Like, what's he pointing at? Wow.
He's kind of weird. He's like pointing at something.
A little
Kinda
weird, but
What
oh
a
my
weirdo.
god, he's actually awesome.
Oh, does that grave have my name on it? Oh.
The problem is that guy's awesome. That guy's not like the Fine Bros. That guy's just the Grinch guy.
That guy,
is the
Grinch
best.
guy, like has like a gun held to his head.
Grinch guy's one of my favorite guys.
Grinch guy is awesome, but he does look like has been like he is being forced to do this.
Some people have like that perpetual look though, where like it just kind of looks like
The thing that does it, I
they're
think, for
panicking
me
at all times.
is that he looks like it's the moment where he's about to say that's so cool, but he cuts himself off to say awesome. Like he knows that if he goes off the script and says even a single unapproved word, they are going to kill him.
He doesn't.
Fucking-
my favorite part is when he says he breaks the spelling bee rules and he describes Grinch with Grinch.
So he's like,
So he's like a
Grinch,
Grinch.
right?
Like a Grinch, right? That's awesome.
He's like
Also,
a
we
character.
did get a shiny hunt request from Fusoku.
Okay.
Wow.
He's got
Someone
resting
believes
held
in
at
this.
gunpoint face.
Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna go to random.org. 8192.
Just one.
Okay. 4394. Better luck next time.
Boom, boom.
Okay, let's get into this actually now.
Also, I looked at the Ice Cream League Discord and you're seeing B-Clip say "Wakarimashita" to say "I understand." Like they put it in hiragana and
Yeah.
everything.
It's really funny.
Like I feel like "wakarimasu" is gotta be
Oh
like the
no!
one. What?
I was just watching the game and kind of smiling, but oh wait, oh hold on, flag though. So I don't think that was a fumble returned for a touchdown for Houston. But
Hmm.
God, the Stallions are
I-
getting clowned on right now.
I feel like "wakarimasu" has got to be one of the verbs in Japanese that I know, or at least I've heard the most forms for in like stuff recently. Like "wakarimasu," "wakanne," "wakatta," "wakarimashita," "wakarimasen." Like all different ways to say I understand, but also "wakanne" and
Hi,
"wakarimasen"
Stella. It's
are I
okay.
don't
We just
understand.
started because we were all late also. Mostly me.
It's okay. Also, by the way, dear, I did brush my teeth today.
That's awesome,
Good.
dear. We're working on
Clean
working on
is
establishing some
important.
good habits, chat.
Yeah, if anybody is curious what my status on Discord is, that is what it is. I've been 11 days straight of trying a new routine.
Okay. So last we left
Everyone
off the gym, and actually,
giant.
hold on. We actually need to go back and do a bit more surfing around. I forgot that there are like other spots. At the very least, one particular spot where it would be helpful for us to go. So, single, get back over here.
Can't believe
Yeah,
they're
people may
with
be
this song.
surprised to know that, when you are not on the horse, it can be difficult to get onto the horse.
I hit the routine at this point. All it is wake up and be out of bed by noon and
Mhm.
brush my teeth.
Uh-huh.
That's all the routine is right now, and I'm gonna try doing that for about a month before adding a extra step
Yeah,
to
just
it.
add one thing at a time. Hold on, actually, we should head back down.
This is all just to help me have a better idea of what I'm doing in a day so that I can prepare better.
Yeah. There's a
That's a
little
good
fucking
point.
diesel.
Oh, it's a diesel.
It's a peasel, dear.
Weasel, but it's like covered in fucking gasoline and you call it diesel. This is a dirty weasel, also known as a diesel.
You have to commend Gen 4 for giving us a realistic swimming speed.
Honestly, outpaces me.
Realistic saving speed. Like, I think if you think about it, saving is just recording everything you've done. That takes a while.
Yeah, do you think that, like, the stuff, the, like, journal entry you read when you start the game back up again is sort of like what you were writing down about what you did last time?
Probably.
Well, even
that makes sense.
the saving animation itself, like, there is like a little journal being written in thing, so it
Yeah,
might
that's-
actually be canonical that you're just writing down all the shit you did.
from like the couple hours of gameplay that I've seen, it's just like when you level up in Mina and she like looks in her little book to decide what she's gonna level up.
That's cute. I'm glad they made
Yeah.
a game about Edelgard.
Yeah, Edelgard von Frostfelg.
Edelvarg.
Let's be honest. I welcome our Evo announcement Rivals of Aether 2 guest character.
Yeah, Edelgard von Hresvelg.
Yeah.
I am mostly joking just
not-
because Mina is another, like, light-furred mouse in a red cloak. So, like, really timely that I finished reading an Adrestian tale right around
Yeah.
when Mina gets released.
This place is just like the same encounters as usual. Yeah, we've already got Floatzel.
Floatzel. You can't
Wow.
get Magmortar
Really
here,
nice
I don't
level.
think.
Yeah, no, Magmar is like a platinum thing.
Yeah, that's how I got my Magmar on my team.
My Pokemon will beat mine.
No boober for us.
It's
sad.
very funny to think about, like,
Sorry, just thinking about. Just thinking about a fucking video I watched where, like, every time someone, like, just had to, like, wing some part of, like, a calculation they were doing, they did some variation of the Senator Armstrong, my sources, I made it the fuck up. The first one was, like, crediting someone on, like, Blue Sky with a mouse icon, and so the first instance of it is him sentence mixed to say, "My source is my..."
Wow, that was, you hit a bit of a Krusty the Clown laugh there. Oh my god.
Impressive. Home to multi
God.
boundaries. How do people get to work here? Why is it
When-
out in the middle of the woods? I would like to
Water.
know. Water. Seems like the place where you would put an item, but no.
Also, yeah, Magmar, I like Magmar's design, and I like that it's called Boober.
I also like Magmar.
I also like Magmar's boobs, yeah.
Yeah, I named it, I named the one that I used in Platinum Brazier.
Oh yeah.
They got these on
Also-
clearance from,
Team
from
Rocket.
Celadon, yeah.
Well, if you think about it,
Party City.
Team Rocket didn't make the Silphco base, so the Silphco.
Well, no, this was
staff just
the
had...
this was the hideout in Celadon.
Oh right, Silphco was teleporters, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is in Celadon and Giovanni's gym and by extension Blue's gym.
Hi,
Yeah.
But in
Byron.
Japan, he's called Green.
I really like the idea that they bought these off of Team Rocket after they went fucking bankrupt in Gen 2.
Furniture liquidators.
Anyway, the thing I was going to say earlier is that there is like a confluence of red cloaked mice when in the red cloaked rodents with Freya Crescent, Mina the Hollower, and also an Adrestian tail mouse Edelgard.
Yeah.
And also, Gwen from Small Saga, who is almost a direct reference to Freya, but
Impressive.
she is also red cloaked mouse.
Ooh,
Well, red cloaked rat that with the prosthetic leg. But yeah, and also
So,
very, very bi.
hell yeah. I think that red cloaked mice are officially a thing in my mind, and so I'm gonna have to like do something about this at some point.
And also, oh god, what's the name of the movie? Miss Brixby.
Oh, the rats
Oh,
of
the
Nim.
Secret of Nim.
Or yeah.
Secret of
the
Nim,
rat- Yeah, that's it. I think the
Yeah,
book
she
may have
wears
been
a red
called The
cloak,
Rats
too.
of Nim or something.
Yeah.
And hang on, let me look something up.
I do not precisely remember. That's okay, because I don't gotta.
Ah, fuck. The Tale of Despero, in the movie, he wears like a red cap, but his outfit is like blue. But in
Thank you,
the
Deep.
book cover, he's got a little red string tied around his waist.
This is like high fashion if you're a little mouse.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of slaps, so I get it.
I swear, like, some of the, like, I swear I remember some, like, what I swear is a Tale of Despero, like, reference with, like, a mouse wielding, like, a sewing needle in a particular way in the fic. There's so many references, it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, that might also just be like a Redwall thing.
That might also be a Redwall thing. Yeah, do any Redwall mice wear red cloaks?
Yes. Lots of them. Mostly
Awesome.
because Matthew the Warrior is like the first big one, and then there's like 6 XBs because he's kind of the Marth.
There are characters in an Adrestian tale named Matthias and Cornflower, which I am told are names of characters in Redwall.
Yes, directly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is, yeah.
Oh, man.
So
I'm pretty sure
were
somebody-
not. They were not lying when they said that this part of the fic is dipping straight into Redwall.
I am 90% sure that the fic was inspired by somebody seeing the word monastery in Fire Emblem Three Houses and then being like, well, Redwall takes place in a monastery in almost every single one of those books.
Think about it.
Interesting.
And then word associating monastery with Redwall.
And also really wanting to see Edelgard TF'd into a little mouse.
And also wanting to see
That one author, like, their pastime is TFing Edelgard.
their fucking like Twitter name or Blue Sky name is turning Edelgard into things she Edelgardn't. Anyway, I'm looking at some of the environments in like illustrations of Redwall, and it very much feels like the kind of vibe that was written in
Yeah.
in the fic for them
Wait,
being in
did-
Abyss.
Question: Did the fan fiction have like at least 2 or 3 pages dedicated to describing baked goods and pastries?
I don't know if it was necessarily to the same degree you would consider, because I've heard Redwall has loving depictions of meals, but I mean, there were depictions of characters being thankful to eat something good rather than just scraps.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was looking up images of Tale of Despero. Look at this. There's something wrong with it.
Well, let me have a look see.
Oh. Oh no. Oh
Something
no.
deeply wrong with it.
Oh.
Here's how he looks on the cover of the original cover of the book.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I like that. Go back to that one, please. Stick with that one.
I'm gonna add this for a
No.
second. Let me just.
Yeah.
When I have just defeated the Striaton Gym in Unova and I open my badge case. Trio badge looking ass.
Like, they don't even look like ears anymore. They look like when you fold a ham into like a burrito and you're like looking at it from the inside before you put the cheese to make sure it's
Fucking
folded right.
awesome.
It's fucking.
Oh.
The whole point is that he's got big ears. Like, that's like one of his like defining character traits in the book too. Is he's got big ears, and I think he's made fun of in it.
Okay,
We did
but
this.
like
This is Dumbo. We
to
did
a certain degree. To a certain degree.
That's how it looks in the movie, where I think they really exaggerated it. The book illustration, they're definitely big, but they are more reasonable. They're not satellite dishes. Yeah, or so I've heard type of fucking ears.
Bro pulled out the I'm all ears joke.
God. From
Your
birth.
damn ears out of the caption.
God.
It's my wrong. Now I can get Bonsly even though I could already catch one.
Wow.
I guess now I can get Bonsly with egg moves? Shrug.
Now you can get
Anyways,
Bons.
combat me. Are you maybe getting annoyed by where the floor panels take you?
Maybe a little bit.
Are you confused? Scared? Pissing and shitting?
You live on
Yo!
123 Flower Street. Frightened? Good. Oh boy, what is this awesome image, Stella?
Thank you.
Two bunnies with one ear between them.
Oh fuck.
The council.
They can't hear. I mean, that one's only half listening.
Yeah, there's like one image of a bunny with one ear sticking straight up, and it's just like, this is its antenna.
I listen to radio with this. This
How
is
do
why-
rabbits do that? Serious answer, they pin their ears back sometimes, and I forget what that means in the body language. I think that can simultaneously mean either they're like scared and on alert, or they are like happy. Or I think, and
Awesome.
rabbits just have inscrutable body language.
It's as useful as a smile.
I did this thing with my roommate's pet rabbit where when I was meant to take care of her, sometimes I would be beside her on one side of the room and I'd run to the other side of the room and she would run like almost immediately after me. Like I'd get there and stop and then she'd go. And then I'd go to the other side and then
Hello,
she'd go, and it was really cute. And bunnies are very cute. I like them.
Should know the bunnies are
I
very
love bunnies. I want to see one in person.
I have
Does-
a lot of
Does
rabbits
Infernape,
that live around my house.
does Infernape get flamethrower? Like, naturally?
Don't know.
I am going to look up Infernape's Generation 4 Move Learn set. No.
Okay, so then I have to use
It-
flamethrower on it.
It gets... Yeah, it's... The next couple moves are Close Combat, Fire Spin, Calm Mind, and Flare Blitz. Doesn't get Flamethrower in Diamond and Pearl.
Wild. I
And
feel like
Flare
flamethrower
Blitz-
is more useful than flare blitz.
And Flare Blitz is at 57, so...
Oy. Me, when I cutely perform a mind crush on a little baby squirrel I encounter in the woods.
Crushes your mind like a soda can.
Yeah.
Oh, not the baby squirrel.
What are you about?
Okay.
Thank you. I have 2 flamethrower.
Yeah. Flammenwerfer.
Why? Why do I have...
Because you did all of... Because you did all of the
Because you're a
casino.
good girl.
Okay.
You did all, you got all the the flamethrower, ice beam, thunderbolt from doing gambling good.
Oh.
with
And then
the
I guess I just
fairies.
forgot to use it.
Oops.
Yeah.
Also, I'm looking up rabbit like ear like body language, and the description for rabbits when they have one ear up. Sometimes rabbits don't feel threatened at all, but they still want to pay attention. If your rabbit is relaxed or in a loaf position, they may have one ear up to let you know they are lazily aware. They will keep one ear up to maintain a basic level of awareness.
Anyways,
Hitting you with
we're frolicking in the meadows today, just so you know.
hitting you
Yay!
with the saying fine every couple of minutes. Yep, every couple
This
of
is
minutes. just to show
rabbits,
that they're
like-
listening.
It's rabbit body language for
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bunny back channeling.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say, but I'm not engaged
I want to
in
listen.
conversation. I don't care. But like, I don't, not in like a dismissive way, just in a like, yeah.
You're either frolicking in this field with me, or you're frolicking in this field against me.
Thank you, Anakin.
This isn't my hyperfixation.
God. It's
Oh,
awesome.
leaf stone. Neat.
Wow. You can't get a Leafeon.
I mean, I've been able to get a Leafeon since at any point that I've had an Eevee. Because you turn
True,
a forest.
but- True, but I just think it's funny that they were like, no. And eventually they were like, we're tired of making this fucking rock. So yes.
I'm tired of this dude. Okay.
I feel kind of bad for Leafeon. Like, Leafeon's cool, and Leafeon's pretty and cute, but it just kind of... I think it kind of gets the most left behind out of all of the...
Leafeon, I'd say, is honestly my favorite evolution.
Yeah, it just gets... In art, it gets kind of... Both in art and in gameplay, it just kind of feels like it's the least...
We need to,
Gosh,
like...
I wanna... I want to reach a hand out to its like leafy little head, and I want to ruffle it and twiddle around with the green one that it has on its the little green cowlick it has.
We
Yeah.
need to,
My salad.
we gotta have, like, we gotta do, like, a PR campaign. In order to, like, get more Etherians to get on board with Leafeon.
I remember,
they give
like,
so much attention to the other evolutions. We need to make sure that Leafeon is not left behind by the broader community.
God, I remember like Sender did like.
There you go. So there you go. We gotta recruit one of Stella's girlfriends for this one then. This is going to be a great fucking spokes thing.
I remember like a year or two ago, Sender did fucking like evolution horoscopes for everybody in Basement Dungeon, and I got assigned Leafeon based on my personality.
I was assigned as Beyond.
I was not assigned anything.
Because you were not there yet.
Not there yet.
You was there too.
Oh. Well, okay, I guess.
Okay, so. Trying to remember the situation with Scary Boobs.
Scary Boobs can evolve after you beat Gym 7 because the stone is in the warehouse that you get into when you start invading.
Should have been specific. I was trying to remember the situation with Scary Boobs and Shadow Ball. And there's classic Gen 5 for ya. Classics of Gen 5, you don't get to I hope you have fun grinding until like the 80s to have your Pokemon at their full potential. This is your forever game now.
It sucks too, because like Leaf Blade is kind of sucks. Like it was a signature move for a while for Sceptile and Co. And it's just like, oh, it's just like a 70 power high crit chance move. Oh.
Oh wait, fuck, there's I'm gonna need 2. Chad, I'm gonna need 2 HM mules because it's a fucking defog area in there.
Oh. Breakfast, put your fat ass in the box.
It fit. You have to put Breakfast in her own box,
You
just
have to put
because
Breakfast in a hat box because it's round.
Oh.
Okay, Breakfast Sprite just being 10 times bigger than any of the other ones.
Oh, I wonder how that happened. Anyways.
Happiness is how it happened. This is how you know Breakfast is very happy.
Happiness.
Why does
the fact that, like, theoretically, as we've been raising Breakfast and making her more happy with us, she has been getting larger.
Yeah, this is... I want to know what this rock is for. This rock is for enrichment, I guess. So you just get to push it into the corner. Okay, well, that was fun.
Okay, well, my ball.
Wow.
Hashtag my ball.
Hashtag my ball. Okay?
I realize now that fucking Breakfast is basically just Clifford. She grew big because of love. Breakfast also grew big because of love. But not like how Clifford did. Just remembering the page, Clifford floats on a bar of soap. He is so itty-bitty at first. I feel like I vaguely remember Clifford being part of my childhood, and I think I remember, like, knowing that there was, like, a cartoon of it.
Yeah, but... my experience was purely with the show on PBS.
Wow, that rock is Polish.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have, like, a good, like, memory of where I experienced Clifford. I think it was, like, the books.
How many
Yeah,
or just
for me,
knowing
Like, if I
about
was
Clifford.
even hypothetically going to... Oh! I need more Pokeballs!
Ah!
yeah, for me, Clifford was experienced through Scholastic book fairs.
Gosh?
That was definitely the good old Ontario Scholastic book fairs where you get all of the books.
Yeah, we
They
had
sold
those.
one of every book.
I remember reading a like a book about a border collie there, which is that's what Charlie is a border collie, and so I was very excited. I don't remember what it actually was about. I just remember seeing it and going, "Wow."
Gosh.
I feel like I don't actually have a lot of memories of actually like buying books.
Oh yeah, no, I fucking never had money. When it came to the book fair, bro, I was just there to look at shit and maybe get like a pencil if I could.
My family would always give me enough for like one book. They'd be like, "Okay, it's happening.
I'd have like
If we
$1.50.
remember that it's happening, we will give you enough for one book." And I would get the one book, but I would just kind of spend as much time gawking at the other books that I wouldn't be getting, so that I would be like, I'm technically getting them. As long as I can hold on to them.
I want to point
Oh,
out
yours
something
knows
I
how to ball.
personally
That's nice.
I want to point out something I personally find funny.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at the list of Clifford books. And the first one, Clifford the Big Red Dog, was 1963.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's way older than I thought. The second book in 1965, Clifford Gets a Job. Man, they just threw him right into it, huh?
He got it.
He got it.
Look,
You got it so bad in the 60s. Clifford's getting a job.
Wait, yeah, I was about to say it's what's his face's era? It's Nixon's era, so everyone.
No, like mid 60s was like Lyndon B. Johnson.
Oh yeah, late
Nixon
60s.
was 1969 and like early 70s.
Right, but if it's yeah, no, it's 60. Yeah, okay.
63 might have been when John F. Kennedy was still alive, depending on if it was released after November.
What?
It doesn't have
Clifford
a
would have
link
saved
to
him.
it. Clifford! He's so
Clifford would've-
big as one bullet shot would not kill him.
He would not harm him.
An enormous
He
Tim
would get in the
who
way.
could not be killed by conventional weaponry.
Enormous Tim gets me.
Clifford saves the president.
God. Oh, it's only giving me release years. It's not telling me, like, the date at which it... Why was Clifford canceled? Does Clifford have LGBTQ?
Yeah, Clifford is gay. Hope this helps.
Yeah.
Clifford gets canceled for leaving his human in the car
flashback.
without the windows down.
That was... walking down here is the one gif of the guy at his computer and he gets flashbanged.
They, apparently Clifford is the official mascot for Scholastic as a whole.
Well, that's because it's red.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Beginning September 1st, the publisher kicks off a year-long celebration. Okay. So I can't find anything that says the actual date that the first book released,
Hey,
but September...
chat. Wanna go hunting?
Hmm?
Wanna go fishing?
Oh, it's
Are
time.
you wishing you
Oh,
were
it's
fishing,
time.
chat?
we will get the Thabas.
God. Anyway, the last the last books, the 91st and 92nd Clifford books, released posthumously in 2015 after the creator's death, where Clifford goes to kindergarten and Clifford celebrates Hanukkah.
Gosh, well, I'm happy that he still has many experiences.
Many experiences. The last one released in the creator's lifetime was Clifford Makes the Team. Let me tell you, he'd be a hell of a running back.
Yeah. I was at the con with Chu, and Chu, my friend Chu, was talking about all of the sort of bad panels they had been to, because they had been to a micro panel at one point with their friend Sot. You all know Sot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forgot about Brown type.
Fellow lover of brown
Okay,
things.
bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Graveler.
Graveler felt bad that I clicked the wrong move, and so just gave me the win
Sorry.
anyways.
Don't worry, babe. I'll do it for you.
I gotcha. I got you,
nice
man.
bits.
Oh god, Ease, am I right in guessing that this is going to lead into is Clifford a kaiju discussion?
No, worse. It was like it was just people being like awful at like, do you guys think that Clifford would like do it's like, no, that's a dog for babies. Shut up. Don't he would never. It was just like, no, he would never eat the little girl. He would never. Fuck you.
He's Emily Elizabeth.
Go
he
to
loves
hell.
her.
And just like left the panel, like didn't say it, just like, oh my god, this panel's run by fools. And they were just like telling me about the bad panels that they've been to before we went to the greatest panel I think any of us have ever been to in our lives.
Clifford is literally so nice that he grew in size to contain his love for Emily Elizabeth.
He's so nice. Yeah.
He's literally so kind.
Yeah, so nice.
Anyway,
they
if you
named her
want-
twice.
Yeah.
And then-
anyway,
and
if
then-
you want to see more saucy things, just look at the female anthro version of Clifford in the Yuri.
Oh yeah.
and then you can
Lesbians
see.
with blue.
Yeah, lesbians with blue.
But then, because I was like, I don't know, I might be missing out if I go to this panel. I might be, and they're like, well, yeah, some panels suck and some panels aren't. You're kind of gambling. And they told me about this bad micro panel where they would not stop talking about like Clifford being extremely out of character. And then we went to the greatest panel any of us have ever been to, which I can only describe as Vor the Musical.
Yeah, the one with
created
the
Oh,
song.
by
yeah.
the editor of like Tom Scaw's YouTube channel.
That's
Um,
okay. Am I able to get it with Good Rod?
I think so, yeah.
Me playing Armello, and I've got some of the rot like on my character, and I'm like trying to see if I can do the win condition, and I ask, can I do this with good rot? Is this anything? Are any Armello players in the chat? Anyone?
I think
Whenever I've seen gameplay of Armello, it always kind of looks like macro women fighting each other.
Because they
Like-
are big icons on like a hex board.
They are big icons on that map, and you know, I can fuck with it.
I think we.
Yeah?
I just think that we, for the most part, have been pretty good with panels. So we do have the really funny story of the Deltarune panel at IFC 2025.
Oh my god, right.
With the one guy who like comes like to take the mic to like ask like talk to the panel. Is like, hey, so we all know that Chris is the knight, right? So it then later admits that they have not played past like chapter 2.
That was August! Chapters 3 and 4 had been out for like 2 months
that's why
at that
I'm doing
point.
it twice, Stella. Don't you worry about it.
Fucking... That was also the panel where like 2 Spamtons met each other, and there was like a fucking like ruckus about it.
There were some really fucking good Spamton cosplayers at IFC that year.
For some reason, there were multiple good Spamton cosplayers at IFC.
I'm here
One
for
of them
it.
was at
Why
the
it-
Hoofer meet for a bit.
Well, that's why it's Spamton, because literally spamming. Like,
There
who
has
up
to be a lot of them.
spamming they ton?
Who's up spamming a ton of them? That's an
And I mean,
awesome
the-
username, by the way. Son of an ice cream maker.
Oh, I was reading it as Sono fan, but yeah, son of an ice cream maker is really good.
That is good.
I think you win
I
username of
know
the day,
that
bud.
person. They're awesome.
Giving you VIP.
Alongside
There's, like-
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Like fucking I've been watching a lot of Wayne Radio TV VODs, I've said this before. One thing I think is very funny that they do is that whenever somebody's like being a bit of a shitter, they immediately VIP that person.
The mark of shame.
Yeah, they like somebody like comes in and says this shit sucks, and is like VIP that person.
Yeah.
It's
So-
a brand.
Yeah. It's a fucking stamp.
A mark of shame.
There was like, ooh, son of an ice cream maker wants to ask if we want to know how they
I
got
can
the
only
username.
hope that it is because that one of your parents is an ice cream maker.
I do want to know, because I know your other username that you go by for everywhere else.
Fucked up.
I have no idea.
It's fucked up. You lied to us. I can't believe
You
you've done
swindled
this.
me.
I was going to spend that money on pop.
Excuse me. I'm going to go enjoy the one thing you got swindled from me.
Swindled from me. Hey, G, would you make me a sandwich? No. It's different from the other no.
Well, what's the one where he does Luigi's Mansion? Was that the first time?
Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah, it's like the very first time he says is, "Can you make me a sandwich?" He goes, or like, "Oh, did you get the mail yet, Joffrey?" And he's like, "No." Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that was the first time. That was the first instance of the no. So I don't think at any point in Fresh Prince you ever hear the no in the original context unedited. Because it's edited there and then just spliced and put in places
Stole my
elsewhere.
preference.
Anyway, I wanna...
I still want to know the story of.
I'm sure they're typing it up. But
Uh-huh.
the one of the RTVS 420 streams, somebody oh shit. It's from a Geese Howard Win
Oh.
quote from Fatal Fury special.
Huh. Fascinating. My source
sense.
is geese.
One of the RTVS 420 streams, they were like all like really high and watching a video of those horrific like deep dish pizzas getting made where one of them has shrimp on it. Somebody was just like, as they were all like going crazy over it, somebody just said, "It's just food." And I think that was another person they said they wanted a VIP.
I mean, I kind of agree with it. Like, I
It's
could
just
fuck
food.
up. I could fuck up a pizza with shrimp on it. Like, I know it's a bit
Yeah,
weird.
no,
but
What I say it's horrific when I've also gone on record saying I never want to judge people for their taste, but when I say horrific, it's just like horrifically expensive and greasy.
Yeah,
And he
I
made
can
like
see that.
6 different pizzas. Like, one of them, I think the shrimp one also had like... Oh god, I forget what else I had on it. Like pesto or something? These are supposed to be Detroit-style American pizzas. One of them's got fucking, like, smoked, like, barbecue on it.
Yeah, they just like slap some brisket on there.
Yeah, there's one where they put, like, 5 different types of cheese, including a whole brie slice on each, like, slice of the deep dish. There's
Wait,
one
so
where they
Terry,
put a shit ton of pepperoni on it, and it's just so greasy.
Terry and Andy Bogart's dad was an ice cream maker.
We can only
That
assume.
means
I
that
can only assume it's a fucked up localization. I have to wonder.
a Smash character is the son of an ice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like to get them their families.
Here's my guess. Is it a fucked up localization of mochi? What does anybody know what he says in the original?
Well, because is Terry Bogard? I'm pretty sure Terry Bogard like is supposed to be like an American in Japan though.
Fascinating.
It makes
Like
sense.
because that's his name in Japanese versions of the game too. And Bogard.
Are you okay?
And the constant like verbalized English in random places, like it kind of feels like how you'd write a Japanese writer would write
like
an
Red White.
American in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I have to wonder, and is the thing that I believe I've heard, that like Japanese does not have like it is extremely hard to find like to translate like swearing between English and Japanese.
Yeah.
Well,
It's weird to think that Japanese hardly has swear words in the same way we think of it, because, you know, there's kids shows where they say shimata, kuso, but then also...
if you were in the anime, like watching Community in like the early 2000s, where every fan translator would just be like, okay, no, this character said kisama or kisame or like or kisama like or something like really like angry. Oh, they just said the fuck word. I'm just making it up now that this character said fuck. Like I remember
bitch.
I remember specifically watching fan subs of one of the Yu-Gi-Oh series, the fourth one, Zeol, where one character, like, they were just like, no, we're writing him with an insane potty mouth and in our subs. And I think it is kind of there in the original subs, but like in the original concept of the subs, they're not available because 4Kids does not allow their subs to be available, especially for that show specifically. But it's like, no, that character just the fan community was like, no, he swears like a sailor.
That
constantly.
guy's just a freak, actually.
He just does that.
I think Japanese will always be fascinating to me for how baked in your social status and personal opinion of yourself is baked into the pronouns, in which there's 20 different ways to refer to any single person. It's like the language has, because, you know, dear, I've learned from you and the things you've shown me that, like, in medieval times you dressed for your class in society.
Yeah.
Dressing a certain way allows people to know who you are and how you relate. So if you're like a commoner, you don't dress like anything other than a commoner, because how else are people going to be able to tell? In Japanese, I guess they do that through...
rude to not treat you like the class you are, so... Society hinges on people being able to immediately identify how they are supposed to talk to you.
Yeah, and so I guess Japanese, in a way, does a similar thing of, like, self-identifying, like, what you think, and, like, where you think you are in society and how formal you think the situation is and what you think of others, you know.
It's fascinating that English as a language is so uniquely equipped to handle more neutral language.
Yeah. Not
Like-
having gendered, like, words really helps.
And I
Yeah,
think it's just because we pick and English pick and chose like
yeah.
so much out of other languages to the point where it's kind of like not its own thing. But
Consider
it got to
that-
have some cake and eat it too.
Yeah, consider that English is a Germanic language, which a lot of their languages nowadays have gendered like nouns,
Uh-huh.
and then it
I mean,
took a lot of
even, I believe
inspiration
even
from
English
French.
English used to have gendered nouns in the real
Yeah, it's a
ancient
Germanic
days.
language,
Yeah.
and then it took inspiration from
God,
Norman
they set
French.
the fucking bomb off in Birmingham. Holy shit! I want to get a picture of this. What I'm seeing on
And
my
then they
fucking
took
TV screen right now. I'm sorry.
And then they took inspiration from Norman French, which also has heavily gendered nouns. And yet somehow English came out of all of this. Plus plus turned into minus.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have no gendered words other than, like,
Well, you
pronouns
know, I
and a
guess
few
'cause,
holdovers, like waiter and waitress.
Because it's a thing where, like, in different, like, there are English and French equivalents, right, of the same kind of word in English, like pig versus pork, etc., etc. I mean, pig versus pork versus swine, etc., etc. Oh my god, that guy's just off to the races. They can't catch him. Touchdown Houston, oh my goodness. Okay, but, so it's like, I feel like a likely thing is that you would end up in situations where the French root word and the English root word are grammatically gendered differently. And so you just kind of start using the for both of them.
Yeah. And I think I remember it being described as, like, it's pig because the Anglo-Saxons, right?
Well, I believe swine is like the
Yeah, but, like-
English word for it.
Was it Anglo-Saxons?
Yeah,
though?
when I
the
say
Normans
English, yes, I mean the Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah, so, like, you know, it was pig or swine for the Anglo-Saxons tending to the animals, and then it was pork for the Normans eating the meat. It was cow to the Anglo-Saxons and beef to the Normans. Because
Yeah.
that's how we got English to have completely, like, different words for
An
the
animal
meat of
and
an animal and the
animal's
animal
meat,
itself.
yeah.
Yeah, because, like, if I remember correctly, in German, pork is Schweinefleisch, which is just pig meat,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny.
English also has the fun thing where just like in the development, just like kind of in the transition from Middle English to modern English, or like early modern English, sometimes words just kind of appear and we don't know why, because they don't come from any language. Nobody knows why we say dog. We should be
Rather than
saying
hound.
Yeah, hound, or some variation of the German or the French word, you know?
What is the French word? Hang on,
Chat.
French word.
As in like canine.
The
Remember
words for
from-
dog and cat are so close in French.
Gosh,
It
hey, just remember,
was
dear,
shot.
in Solo Turobo. Nom de chat.
Nom de chat.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they pronounce it in Japanese, it really could be chat, C-H-A-T, or chan,
Yeah.
C-H-I-E-N.
That is how you would pronounce Shaw in you don't pronounce the like hard syllables of the last letters in French.
Yeah, nom du chat.
So it would be chat.
Yeah, for cat it would be chat, and for dog I think it would be chant.
Yeah.
Because
A
it's
little harder at
nasalized.
the. Yeah.
Le chant. Le chant, le chat. Although for a feminine cat, it would be la chatte.
Well, technically, sorry, I don't mean to. Cat is one of those words that's always feminine in French. It's one of those.
Grammatical
it is a
gender feminine.
Grammatical gender feminine, yeah.
Weirdly, I'm getting different things from like a Google Translate where it gives me chat for feminine and chat for masculine.
Yeah, but I think that it might be a Quebecois thing, but yeah.
Oh, Quebecois.
Okay.
Yeah, you all don't have to
It's-
be at the mercy of the fucking
The wizards.
yeah, the wizards at the French Academy. So I've heard lately that Quebecois like hate the idea of being like the Parisian French stereotypes being applied to them.
Well, because a lot of times, if you speak Quebecois France in Paris, like if you go to Paris, you will be laughed out of you'll be laughed out of the room. You're kind of treated as like they do not like each other.
I don't think the French like
Interesting.
anybody speaking their language.
Including
no.
each other.
No, the
I would
French
just-
don't like
Sorry, go ahead.
anybody, but they also kind of. It's interesting that it is sort of rated as one of the most inclusive nations in the world currently, just because it doesn't like everybody. Like we don't mind you here, but we fuck everybody. I don't like you. I don't like.
Unless
my
you
neighbor, I don't-
smell like cigarettes and piss.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I want to learn French. I would like to learn French. It would be fun to be able to speak the language that my characters in Moonchaser are all speaking.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I went with it more, because as a Canadian citizen, you speak, you get French until grade 9, and then you can choose to not take French classes anymore. And it might have been nice to go for full bilingual status, because I've forgotten most of it.
Yeah, you don't live in Quebec, do you?
No, I live in Ontario. I live actually shockingly close to you. Like I am, I
Yeah.
can
How
look
does-
across the lake and see
I
Toronto,
raise my hand.
despite being south of it. Yeah.
Why is it sunset underground?
That's a good question.
The Quebec are behind this somehow. The
Oh,
Quebecois.
fuck.
Well, it's not sunset.
Mary,
it's just
how
every
could you?
Pokemon you catch from now. Every Pokemon you catch from now on is kind of a lesbian, but the flag doesn't go down enough into purple.
Holly Hollowtones, how could you do this to us? If I remember
Or-
correctly,
or-
she is fully fluent in French.
Or bear. It's kind of giving the bear flag a bit.
What I ponder about, because I know Swiss French does away with the 60-10 bullshit that French does, but I don't know if Quebecois French has also introduced septante,
And do you
huitante,
remember
and neufante.
any of the number system from your
Oh.
learning?
God.
No,
I would
understood.
Not. They would have. Because here's the thing. I think they intentionally did not do that, because if they introduced a numbers system to teaching little children language, the little children would be like, I have to do math now, and their brain would spontaneously not cooperate. And so I think they just didn't bother to be like, that's like a rule.
Apparently, they do say 70 in Quebec rather than
Oh,
70.
you mean that? Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Every, yeah, okay.
And 80 instead of 80, and 90 instead of 90.
That's what you meant. Sorry, I didn't really
Yeah.
understand what that meant. And I would get it if you had said like, 10-9.
70.
Well, she did say
10-9,
that,
these
but
new-
that's okay.
I did say 60-10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How do you say squirrel in French? Hang on.
Oh god, I have no idea.
Because I know that squirrel in German is like Eichhörnchen, which is Eichhörnchen, which is very
Eichhörnchen.
difficult. Eichhörnchen.
Yeah, I should.
Écureuil
Acorn
is how you
kin,
say
I
squirrel.
suppose.
Let me see. Écureuil. Yeah, écureuil.
Écureuil. Also, funny. If you put in Burlay into like French Google Translate, it'll read as Bulle.
It's pretty
As
funny.
Bulle.
I like
Barboach.
Barboach's little dance.
I was gonna say, I like the little flappy dance. It does like a lot more flappies than you think it does.
He's just so happy.
Yeah.
Eichhörnchen. Because it's like, you would expect the ch's to come in, but no. Because after a front vowel in German, the ch becomes a sh. Like a palatal sound instead. Because it's a front vowel. So it's not Eichhörnchen, it's Eichhörnchen, and it's also the umlaut O, so it's not O, it's
I think
it's
they should have a poke.
Eichhörnchen.
Yeah. It's hard. You got that hardness to it, but
But luckily, Germans find it hard to say squirrel.
Yeah, so if all we have to do is just make sure that Germans always get to say that, and we always get to say squirrel even when we are speaking the other's language, and everyone will be happy.
I saw a grayish-brown squirrel, like a sort of dingy grayish-brown squirrel the other day with like a pure blonde tail, and I thought that was crazy, but I
Holy
didn't have
shit,
any means
Slay.
to take a picture of it.
You
found
found a fursona out in the wild.
Found a shiny.
There is
it
an
was-
alternate translation of squirrel into German that I'm getting on Google Translate, which is der Hamsterer.
Hamster!
Hamsterer, meaning hoarder or squirrel.
Or
Hoarder, hoarder
in,
makes
as
sense
in,
as
I guess
like
the verb squirrel away.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that actually makes a lot of sense to be the origin of the word hamster, because that's also what hamsters do, but they're kind of like yeah.
It's in English that would be calling a squirrel the squirreler
Yeah. The
because it squirrels it away.
The squirreler.
The squirreler.
The squirreler.
Der Hamsterer. It's like, I took a bunch of German too, and that was just, I think it was fun. It's just when I start to get beyond just like basic like reading, it's just like, damn, learning a whole new language
It's
is
just got its
difficult.
hands.
But I feel like I know enough about German and French that I can at least like read it with not a convincing native accent, but at the very least with the right types of sounds. I know the IPA, so if I have access to the IPA, I can do a much better job than just cold reading.
Yeah, in high school, I took 2 years of German. In college, I took 2 years of Latin.
Gosh. And what do you have from it?
The ability to
As
make
yes,
fat ladies.
True.
That's good.
that is something that I taught myself how to do in college, or that's not the result of any of my education.
Mine's technically the result of my education,
That's
but
great.
I wouldn't tell anybody that who educated me.
Oh, but I shan't say.
But I did go to college for art specifically,
I went to
and
college.
I did learn a lot. I do not have the paper from it, but I've sort of made it my goal to, like, ever since I quit my job, to try to pay off all of my loans using the resources from my art specifically, which is sort of my goal.
Alright.
So that I could be like, yeah, I didn't get the paper from it because shit was fucked, but
There's
I
a fuckload of shit.
I clearly learned, and it was clearly worth it.
Clearly learned. I nod to say.
Yeah, my, like, paying attention to, like, French pronunciation is what gives me a slight edge on some of the names in Moonchaser. Because, I mean, I've mentioned this before. I think I've even mentioned it on stream before, but I say things with a slight French little hint, where it's like, I mean, there are some names that I can't say yet because they're spoilers, but like Camille Legrand instead of Camille Legrand or Camille Legrand, like Verna, Hisul. Like, I just always try to say things with a French twist to it. Triste Larousse. Roddy Colbert. Well, Mira Miyake is like a Italian with the CCHI. I don't think Miyake is like an actual like Italian name, but this is what I do. Is I like to fake names sometimes. Like, I have no idea if Turota or Tsurota is an actual Japanese surname, but shrug.
That just adds to it being fantasy.
That's why I specifically spell it Turota instead of Tsurota. Especially because, you know, like, in French, you would be saying her name Osomi.
Horsomi.
Osomi.
Horsomi.
Osomi.
Horsomi.
Osomi.
Horsomi.
Osomi.
Horsomi.
Osomi. Osomi.
Horso you.
Osomi. Osomi Turota. Osomi Turota.
Horsomi. Anyways, chat, we're on row 2 of
Finding Fabast. We will find the Fabast, and we will get it, and it will be on the hook, and it will be our friend.
Yep.
And it will be lovely.
Eventually.
And
Might take us a couple weeks, but we can slopcast.
Chat, ask us questions! Also, I need to correspond, so ask questions while I'm corresponding. Ease can also read the chat.
Yeah, good.
Wait, huh? Sorry. I just
Read chat if anybody asks questions.
What is your favorite pasta dish that you haven't had in a while? Mine is seafood linguine, but specifically like from a ritzy restaurant that I used to work at, that I used to get staff meals from, and sometimes they would like accidentally make an extra, and I'd get it, and I'd be like, fuck yeah, I get to have lobster and shrimp, and fuck yeah.
It's been a while since I have had lasagna. And I quite
I'd
like
probably say lasagna too.
There's also that
or
one
mac and
thing
cheese
from Cheddar's. I'm gonna look at the menu, try to remember it.
Okay. Another one is, if you had to eat a pickled fruit or vegetable that isn't an actual pickle, what would you try?
Oh god, I can't even imagine the flavor profile of a different pickled vegetable.
I like pickled beets. Pickled beets are good. Pickled
Beets
radish
smell too strong for me.
is good. I like pickled onions. There's a lot of good pickled things that,
Also, I found
especially
it,
if you get like.
I found the thing on the menu. It is shrimp, chicken, smoked sausage, peppers, onions, and penny pasta in a spicy homemade Cajun Alfredo sauce with garlic bread. So
Oh,
I wouldn't mind
fucking
having that
good.
again.
I would want to have that as well.
Well, let's all go to Cheddar's then.
Can you come on down here and come with us to Cheddar's?
We're kidnapping you.
Yeah, I would like to hang out with friends. Yes, but
If anyone
I mean,
asks you, we're kidnapped, okay? So it's not your fault.
true.
If the opportunity ever presented itself to visit us down here, we would love to have you.
I would. It's just America's a little.
Yeah, it's the. So that's okay, but that's why I said if.
But yeah, if you ever get
If
the
at
chance
any
to
point
like,
I ceased living in hell, it would be nice.
any chance you get to get like good Middle Eastern cooking at like at a place that sells good Middle Eastern food,
That is.
they'll have good pickled like radishes, and those are good to put on your on your shit, on your shawarmas, on your they're great. I like pickled radishes, and they're like all pink.
Olive Garden is the best place for kidnapping. True.
As
True.
you
Now
learned.
you have experience with this. You and Peyton got kidnapped. So we kidnapped you to Olive Garden.
Uh-huh.
I'm the.
Red.
But no bread.
Well, when you're at Olive Garden, your family, it doesn't matter if you were there by choice or not.
Middle Eastern.
you're here, your
Middle
family.
Eastern food is pretty damn good. I need to try more of it.
Yeah, we gotta go to that place in downtown, dear. Petra.
Yeah, I would like to.
Getting some good, like I.
Petra from Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
The other, when I was at in Toronto a little while ago, I was walking up Yonge Street. It was the day before, a couple days before the con, when like Chu was having airport problems. I was going to meet them, so I was just walking, trying to bide the time, and I was just trying to look for places to eat. And I had a goal of like, oh man, I really want Jollibee chicken because I haven't had Jollibee in a while, and I love that place. But then it was way too busy, and across the street from, there's like a big mall in Toronto. I can't remember its name. But across the street from it, there was like this Iraqi street food place, and there's just like a dude hanging out the window, just basically handing out samples to anyone who walked by. It didn't matter if they looked homeless, it didn't matter. He was like calling for people and being like, hey, you want to try it? And I was like, oh, you're working so hard, I have to eat there. Like, you always get that, like, oh, you're working hard and you love your job, you deserve my money more than anyone else on the street right now. That's always my favorite vibe, and I will always fight for that more than anything else. Because like,
sorry.
love it.
Is shawarma Middle Eastern?
Yeah, it kind of is all over, because there's also like, but yeah, shawarma is primarily Middle Eastern.
Okay. I need to try it because it sounds good. I mean, it's just like meat that's like cooked on like a spit for like a while, and so it develops like crust as it continues to cook.
And
Right?
spin, yeah. Yeah, and the best one that I've ever had has like pomegranate in it. When they got like which was crazy, and I was like, oh, that's the best shawarma you'll ever have is when it's like it really doesn't feel heavy when you're eating it, despite the fact that you know what you're eating. It almost feels light.
God.
I'm looking at pictures of shawarma now, and I want
And
it.
garlic
I
bread,
have some like
shawarma.
diced chipotle chicken that I can still. I mean, I'm not gonna do it because I have leftover pizza to eat tonight, but I should make a quesadilla of that again soon. Yeah. I do like gyros, but that's like Greek. I don't
Yeah.
know if gyros in that name anyway are really close to Middle
No,
Eastern. That's
they're
Greek.
not. There is Greek sort of shawarma fusion, where because of the proximity to Turkey, there's
Yeah.
a decent fusion scene of sort of Greek and Turkish and eventually more Muslim countries cuisine, but yeah.
Yeah, that like Istanbul area is a hella fusion just in general of like culture and vibes and food.
Mhm.
I'm gonna quote Tom Scott on this, is that every culture has a sandwich. Every culture has some kind of filling in a flatbread or starchy thing.
Yeah.
Like, and I think like a gyro or like shawarma in like a flatbread, like that's a that's the culture sandwich, you know, like
The interesting thing is that like I wouldn't be able to tell you what the most Canadian sandwich is. And the weirdest part is that I've seen like Americans be like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying this Canadian sandwich that is," and it's like nonsense, and I've never heard of it or seen it before, and
It's
nobody has ever
bacon and
eaten
maple
it.
syrup and
And the entire comment section is just like
Timbits and
I immediately look up Canadian sandwiches. First thing, I'm looking at this article, Sandwiches of Canada.
I know that
There's-
band.
The Bergs of Canada. Sam Squat. I couldn't hold it in at Sam Squanch.
That's the mysterious creature.
Sam Squat.
That's Bigfoot, dear.
This recipe came to me from a viewer in northern BC around Fort Nelson. I love it and I want it to become more of a thing. It's
Okay, yeah,
streak and
Montreal's-
Caesar salad on toasted garlic bread.
Montreal smoked meat is the correct number one. Okay. Female bacon
The
sandwich.
famous Jamie. The bread is pizza. The Bannock burger. My friend sent. Is it Bannock that Senders told us about? Yeah, I think it's Bannock. Senders told us about like his family making like Bannock like fried bread, and it sounds so good. I want to try it.
If I fished up a bat, I would try to get it onto land and help it. That's right.
It's specifically the indigenous Bannock rather than like the British Bannock. I mean, I'm sure the British one is also good, but like the way that Sender described that version of Bannock is like halal.
God, googling shit fucking sucks now. Holy shit.
What if
Like,
you got a
let's
search
look at
engine
what
with no search engine?
What? Oh, this is awful. because I'm like, let's see what Canada's sandwich is. Like, and let's see, first result, okay, skip the result. Then it's sandwichdad.ca, sandwiches of
Yeah,
Canada.
that's the one that I was looking at.
Then Sandwiches of Canada
got Sam
YouTube
Squanch.
channel. Then a bunch of YouTube videos. Then Taste Atlas, which is the first one that actually seemed like it was a real countdown. A Toronto Sun article about Canadians' favorite sandwiches, but Toronto Sun's like, and it's very much not even a list. Like, oh my god, there's nothing.
There's
then-
nothing.
Images. If I wanted to see images, I would click images, because that's what the images tab is for on your images. Because,
At the very least, for American sandwiches, we've got plenty.
We
Oh,
have
perfect.
the hamburger. That's all we need.
We have the hamburger, we have the Philly cheesesteak, we have the po' boy, we have the hoagie, just the general like sub sandwich culture in like New York and that area.
Okay, I'm gonna-
BLTs.
Stella, I'm gonna say something crazy, and you gotta trust me on this. For the 3 years that it was functioning, so Stella asked, have we asked y'all what your favorite game console is? I don't know what my favorite sandwiches is. I just, period, eat good foods. My answer is an insane person answer. If you consider that it was only around for 3 years, and that most of its library eventually got ported to the Switch, the Wii U did kind of fucking kill it for 3 years of existence. And only having 3 years of existence. Like,
Just a marketing nightmare and
Scott
fumble.
the
it was-
Waz.
just a huge fumble and a nightmare and a bunch of bad decisions.
I'm the guy in
but-
that political cartoon going, holy shit, Scott the Waz.
But the game library was actually pretty fucking tight. And there was also... Yeah.
So I was gonna mention like Wind Waker HD might be like the pinnacle of like integrating like the Wii U console in a way that doesn't feel obtrusive and actually feels useful.
Yeah, and sometimes I would just play games like lying down in my bed on the Wii U gamepad and not give a fuck. I don't know. I thought the Wii U was fine. I enjoyed the Wii U for all of the things that could have been on it and were on it. And I got you get to buy Xenoblade for $20 on that eShop. And that also rocks that they were selling like Wii games on the eShop for $20 at the end of that thing's lifespan.
God.
You just get Metroid Prime Trilogy for $20. It
Jesus.
was kind of awesome.
Nintendo selling games at a low price? Unfathomable. My basic ass's favorite console is the PS2. My game consoles are limited because I've only played Nintendo consoles. By console, do we
PS2
also
had a-
include handheld? Just like systems in general, or do we specifically mean consoles?
Yeah, so like, I don't know the order, but I gotta say like my top picks have gotta be like Game Boy Advance, DS, Switch, Xbox 360.
Mhm.
Those
I
are
think
gotta be
like
my favorites
a lot of good
overall.
games. So
I
do
think-
get that.
I think the 3DS is just too important to my life to not have as number one.
Yeah, I
That
get
got
that.
me the like the 3DS being default favorite because it can play all the DS games that I remember playing as a kid.
Backwards
and so,
compatibility
like-
is so important.
The backwards compatibility of being able to play DS games that I also had fond memories from being a kid and playing on the DS. And
And
then
that-
also having the 3DS games.
That bonus also applies to the Wii. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
God.
But actually,
In terms of home console, I mean probably Switch. Just by
Yeah.
default, but like I have a lot of nostalgia for the GameCube.
Well, just Switch has such an advantage because it's like, oh, do you want to play any video game that is like an indie game? Guess what? You know what the best place to play it is? On the thing that you can turn into a handheld and then get cozy under the blankies with.
Except I like never
Or
do that.
With well, I can't do that because I don't have working Joy-Cons. But
Yeah,
theoretically, if the Joy-Cons functioned as good controllers, you could have done that.
The Nintendo Switch is the only inflation-friendly game console. It's the only
That's true.
divot-friendly game console.
It's really helpful for a Amiibo.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I did the Owless in Mario 64.
Yeah.
That was actually nice. I did have like Switch Online, and I got to play Super Mario 64, and I did Owless.
Well, and you got to share because you could like share accounts with like a family plan, so a friend could take care of his family plan, and 3 and 4 people could get on it. And I think you and me might actually be on the same person's family plan.
I forget if we are, or if I joined a plan with my brother and sister. I forget.
Because
I might have left theirs to join y'all's.
I'm on Junie's, right?
Yeah.
I should probably say more.
I remember Junie used to have like her Steam library shared with me, and then they stopped allowing that for Canadians to share with Americans, and so all of the like thousands of games I had went away. I had to re-buy some games that I had for free thanks to her sharing her library.
Oh my god.
Alas.
Alas.
Yeah, I never, like, my only experience with the PS2 was just from being over at, like, being at the fucking daycare I went to when I was itty bitty, and seeing games being played on that, and being like, whoa, that's not a GameCube.
My experience with
have
the
to,
PS2...
I probably also have to, like, hand it to GameCube, specifically because, like, what an incredible time to be alive as a young Sonic fan. Where you get adventure to the heroes and shit.
I did have Sonic Heroes on GameCube.
My experience with the PS2 was my folks accidentally got it instead of a GameCube, and they got that package with like 6 games, like there's like an ATV all-wheel racing game that was kind of also had like a tricks thing like Tony Hawk. There was Kingdom Hearts 1, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and 2 other games that I legitimately don't remember because I was 12 and they took every game that was like rated PG-13 or higher away and sold them because I wasn't allowed to play them. But I was like, I'm literally gonna be 13, just keep them for like a year.
Jesus Christ! You didn't have to sell them, you could have just put them on the shelf.
I didn't get to play Ratchet and Clank or any of the other 3 ones that were there that were PG-13. I think might have been Final Fantasy X or something. I don't remember what the last 2 were in that bundle of 6, but like I was like, damn.
Around what year would this have been?
It would have been I don't know.
I know you're way older than us.
Because it was kind of somewhat delayed. I was really behind in terms of playing consoles and stuff. I'm gonna go PS2 6-game bundle. And what 6 games were those? God, Googling shit sucks.
Alas. Doing some quick math, once I remembered your birth year, would have put that around 2004.
Yeah, no, that would have. It was around maybe 2003, 2004.
Okay,
I'm
interesting.
gonna go.
I
What were the
was
6
3 years
games
old.
bundled with the PS2?
Dear,
Hello.
I don't know if we're gonna get to all of these tiles
Oh no, not today.
in a
No.
single stream.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's
We
gonna
won't
be.
have to
It's gonna be Mount
because it's
Battle
gonna
again.
be right here.
That's a magic
Oh.
harp.
We can name
It's
it
Red
Feebas.
Feebas.
That's a magic.
Yeah, we name it Feebas.
Gyarados named Feebas.
It's gonna be right here. I'm not gonna keep doing this bit every time. Don't worry. Deep dive into what were the 6 games bundled with the PS2. Deep dive? I didn't get a regular dive. Shut the fuck up, Google. I hate you. Oh, it's not even on Google. I'm on Microsoft Bing. No wonder. Let me Google search. It might be worse even.
We will, in fact, fish. Yeah, I had like a time of like YouTube exploration where I looked into like PS2 games I never knew, like PlayStation games I never knew about, like Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter. Like where I would just like go and like watch like gameplay rather than like actually having them.
Well, I think that's always fair because like there is too many games to ever experience by a human person, especially with like the limited time people have to make art and exist. So there's a certain
That's why these
point
streams
where,
are
like,
nice.
experiencing, if you're watching a game, you're experiencing it. I don't give a shit.
That's why I'm allowed to say that I really like Ace Attorney, I really like Okami, I really like Fire Emblem Echoes. Like, I'm not playing these games,
It's
but
Fremblem.
I'm experiencing them. The thing I find funny about Jak and Daxter is the like tonal whiplash between the first and the second entries.
Oh yeah,
Like
they
the
wanted to try to
packs,
capitalize on the GTA.
like edginess.
Oh boy,
Edginess.
Call it downstairs. I will be back shortly.
Like Jak and Daxter 1 has this like really whimsical like feel to it. Like fantastic, like fantasy feel, and then it goes into like really like punk fantasy almost in 2, and then Jack starts actually talking after being an explicitly silent protagonist in the first one, and they parody like the get a whatever the collectible in the first one animation, and then they have it like fail. And then they made a game for detailing Daxter's adventure.
Yeah,
Does it work really well? Jak and Daxter to Jak 2? Like, does it actually work well? Because I wasn't sure, like, what the...
So I really loved Jak and Daxter because it was kind of like the complete tonal middle ground between Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time. And even like gameplay wise, it was kind of like a perfect middle ground because it's got like an open, every environment stems into the next one, but it's still a collectathon platformer at the end of the day vibe. From what I've seen, people are generally happy with like that sort of trilogy.
Okay.
It's weird that it's so aggro and edgy. But it's like, I don't know. I think the fact that, and slight spoilers, I think the fact that the series ends on the biggest anticlimax of all time is it intentionally and like in a really funny way that actually totally makes sense and is one of the most justified plot twists of all time is really, really good. At the very end of the series, you know, they make such a big deal of all these precursors and ancient people, and it ends with a bunch of Otzels like Daxter being like in doing a sort of Wizard of Oz man behind the curtain bit, and it's like, yeah, we're the precursors. Why do you think he turned into one of us when he fell into the goo? Like, yeah, obviously. And this guy who's been like deifying them the entire time is just losing his mind. It's actually like a really good anti-climax, and it kind of works with it like getting all edgy for a second and then like coming back around to it. It's like,
Okay,
oh,
that's pretty fun.
that's kind of awesome.
That kind of makes it a very funny, the adventure was the friends we made along the way type of resolution. Like,
Of course, it makes sense that he was the guy. Okay.
God. I'm like just like thinking about it because like, you know, I think I was like just too young for this, but like finding out through like Nitro Rad reviews just the sheer abundance of games that were the 3D action platformer collectathons with like a 3-punch combo, like with a double jump and all that. Like there's a whole like bread and butter genre of 3D action platformers from the like early to mid late 2000s. Like basically the PS2 era, and then they kind of went away by the time the PS3 happened. Like I completely missed that other than like Pac-Man World 2 on the GameCube. Like I think that was my only foray into it. Yeah, mascot platformer, that's the word. Yeah. So
Yeah,
the one
'cause
I
that was-
thought about recently was, hi dear, we're talking about mascot platformers now.
Zowie, zowie.
Because it's just like thinking about the overabundance of them. I'm
Hell,
remembering
there was
one
an
called...
overabundance of them.
Yeah, it's just like, I think I was just too young and just not adventurous enough in my tastes where I didn't know about most of them other than like Pac-Man World 2. Also, I think like Robots, the video game, was one of those. And that's one of the ones that I rented from Grand Video in downtown Hudsonville, which no longer exists.
Gosh.
I love you video rental stores with the free popcorn.
Yeah.
Aw.
Grand Video in downtown Hudsonville next to a family fair, which I believe also is no longer there. That's
Y'all
where
got free
that like
popcorn?
strip mall.
Can't have
Yeah.
shit in Indiana.
There would be
I-
like free
my-
popcorn. Yeah.
My video rental store did not have free popcorn, but Family Fair right next to it did.
Mine did. It was the best. Jumbo Video in good old Brockville, Ontario. Don't worry, I don't live there anymore, so I'm not doxing myself.
Yeah, that's why I
But
said
they-
Hudsonville, Michigan outright, because
But like, yeah, they would have this like free thing of popcorn right at the front of their store, and you just dunk the scoop in and put it in a bag that's provided. And eventually and like my high school was kind of right behind the mall, so during my lunch breaks I would kind of just go and maybe get a bit of popcorn.
go sneak for a popcorn
Maybe.
snack.
Sneak out for a popcorn snack because it's my lunch break and I can go out. And I would go and get my popcorn, and maybe just so that I would not, be one of those people who ruins it for everyone, actually do maybe rent a game or two or return a game I had rented to justify me being there. That's how I played Fire Emblem for the first time, by renting Sacred Stones over and over again for
Hella.
GBA.
Did you keep your save data somehow, or did you have to play it from scratch each time?
Well, you would just go and be like, I would like to continue this rental
Oh,
period
right.
further. But yeah, thank you, paper route money. And it was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna get free popcorn. And eventually, too many people from the high school started getting free popcorn, so it became kind of like a rule that, like, no, you have to fucking actually. It's at the end of the store now, and you better goddamn have gotten something at the.
No
But
solicitors.
you did because
Yeah.
you were a good little girl.
Well, I
Oh,
would half
well,
of the time.
okay.
You know, half of the time I would just
Well, I
make
was
myself.
giving you a
I'd be
perfect out
looking.
here, and you're just, you know.
the angel
Well, I'm
halo
not-
gets scribbled out for devil
I'm
horns.
not going to be renting something every single time I go there, but I am someone who does rent things and has current rentals, and am looking around and will eventually rent something once I return my last rental.
God.
So it was like I would do that almost every day.
The experience to me of being able to leave your school on your lunch break is so foreign, because I never went to a school where you were like allowed to like leave or like eat your lunch outside or anything.
Hmm. Well, it was kind of like it was just a benefit to high, because it was like one of those schools where it was there was like the grade 7 and 8 corner of, because the where it was like the junior high section, and then you'd get into the high school section, and once you did that, you'd be able to leave for your lunch breaks, because there'd be like a cafeteria, or there'd be some restaurants like around it you might be able to go to.
I guess thinking about it, the schools that I went to were also really isolated. They were the types that were very much on their own property rather than embedded into like a town.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the high school my mom went to is now currently like across the street from like a Costco. It is embedded into like new downtown Granville.
Oh man, the children yearn for the hot dog.
Yeah. Look, Costco pizza, fucking good.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I swear by the fucking chicken. Like,
I've never had Costco chicken. I've had Costco pizza, Costco hot dog, Costco ice cream. And they're all good.
I love just every time my dad goes to Costco, he's like, yeah, I'll grab a rotisserie chicken for, you know, for $7 Canadian, which is $5 American, and
Man.
it'll be like 4 meals worth of chicken for you, spread across multiple meals, just shredding that thing.
That's awesome.
And it's like, yeah, why wouldn't I?
To show you no year, my dinner of this night is teriyaki chicken bubgers with onion and pineapple on the top, and your next line is, dear, I would like that without the pineapple.
I would like that without the pineapple.
Oh!
Oh! You see, the actual next line that I was going to say was the teriyaki cooked on a microwave plate?
No.
Was it cooked on a plate that was microwaved for like 12 minutes?
No, it wasn't microwaved on a plate that exploded. It was
wasn't
on a
bon matin.
grill. It was not bon matin.
I think
now that
that's
guy is an actual like Parisian French guy who went to Quebec.
I think that sounds excellent, and I like pineapple on things, so I am fully supportive.
Pineapple is just... I could probably learn to love pineapple, but I don't know if I could like pineapple with savory stuff. It's just not mine. I'm just never a fan of savory plus sweet.
Hmm. Well, pineapple is like it's sweet, but it's sour sweet.
Yeah, but
like-
it's
Sour, sweet,
sweet
gone.
enough. My pineapple! Where'd it go?
I eated it.
Why?
Yummy.
Oh,
I-
who's gonna dissolve my fingerprints with that?
I found the best.
Aw.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I found the best like YouTube Shorts guy, and you might have just referenced him.
I was referencing Tom Scott, like one of his like very first videos is can you get rid of your fingerprints with pineapple, and apparently it really hurt.
Yeah. There's this guy that I found on YouTube Shorts who's like, he looks like a goddamn giant man, who he talks in the deepest voice you ever heard in your entire life. And he's just this big black man in a garden just describing historical facts about how different fruits and foods were bred and carried over through history, and like how consuming habits affected how we did things, or how plants like growing habits affect. His name's like Sean Grows, and he just does all of these incredible videos about like the history of food and how this plant's defense mechanism accidentally created the flavor that we like. So it was originally a defense mechanism to prevent insects from consuming it, but now it has created, garlic has created a flavor that
I was gonna
for
say that
insects
sounds
it
like
burns.
capsaicin.
Yeah, for
Hey.
insects it burns, but for us and now the thing that it used to protect itself from being eaten has made it one of the most consumed fruits.
But hey.
One of the most consumed vegetables of all.
But
It's like, oh my god.
But hey.
Yeah.
And now it is a defense mechanism in the sense that we now protect it from bugs as we cultivate it.
True.
I think it's. I think it's with the W. Yeah, it's with the W.
Why not?
And he's like
double?
trying to make a comprehensive archive of like different methods of agricultural knowledge that have been lost because of colonialism, and the different like food preservation techniques that have been destroyed, and trying to like archive that historically. And it's like, oh my god, okay, you are the kind of person who, when you're talking, I am sitting up and listening. Thank you for legendary like YouTube algorithm pull.
Gosh. The crazy thing to me is that, like, old Italian recipes would not have had marinara because they did not have tomatoes. Like, that feels like such a simple thing to think about, but, like, it's, like, crazy that, like, tomatoes are a new addition to European cuisine, as are potatoes.
Yeah.
Like, tomatoes, potatoes, corn, peppers. Because then it just makes me think, it's like, what did they eat? Not any of that.
They ate,
Well, I
you
do
know,
kind of-
wheat and cheese and meat and pine nuts and shit. You know,
they just
pesto.
didn't have, like... Yeah, they just didn't have the usual, like, you know, what we expect as usual in the modern day. You know, back then it would have been weird to think of a red sauce like that. I definitely want to look more into, like, tasting history videos of, like, pre-New World European cuisine. I'm sure he's done plenty of those. Like, he's done, like, videos about, like, Roman cuisine, I'm pretty sure, and, like, ancient Greek and stuff.
Yeah. Also, Houston seems to be kneeling it out at this point. Just about.
I've been
so-
watching the drives.
Yeah. So, I think we've locked it in that the Louisville Kings are going to the postseason in their first season of existence.
Let's fucking go.
My
Because, yeah, there's
girl.
less than a minute left, and Houston
they're
still
in
has
victory
the ball,
formation.
don't they?
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Houston. Thank you, Birmingham Stallions, for sucking shit. The Louisville Kings are now going to the playoffs without having to fear for their lives on Sunday. Also, I love that the Houston Gamblers subreddit is r/gamblers, because I have to imagine that a lot of people go there when they probably expect to go to like r/gambling or something. Also, this means that with
/you
this...
will win.
Fucking, this means that with Houston winning and Beham losing, they both have 4 and 6 records. That's really funny.
I am going to try to finish a commission because I am very close to it. So I'm going to plug back in my tablet after lying down for a bit. Get back to it.
Gosh. The final score, 26-13. Go Louisville Kings!
Oh my gosh. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Hella.
Gosh. And like, from what I have heard in the rumor mill, the Stallions have had like notably bad attendance numbers this season, so God only knows if they will continue to exist after this game.
God, yeah. Also, the Eggman tag was from when we did Luna's Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 stream.
Yeah.
And yeah, we never removed it because we think it's funny.
Yeah, because
That
well,
all of
because
our
of Eggman.
It's because of Eggman. Also because I literally never otherwise bothered to even look at the tags. So
Uh-huh.
I don't remember why Poopy is in the tags. Probably from Okami.
That's definitely from Okami, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had known that I would have been allowed on your stream because I would have totally jumped in during the Okami streams.
Alas, we already
Oopsie.
had an Isun.
It's true. It's true.
And smaller Isun.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck. Wait, I mean that's possible. Like no one ever knew what would happen if you hit him with the lucky mallet. Would he get even itty bittier?
God.
I mean, technically, his original origin story in the mythology he is from is the Lucky Mallet story, but
Every single one of their species got shrunk down with the lucky mallet, like since birth.
I guess.
I don't fucking know.
I don't think so, but I mean, it's plausible.
Dear,
Apple.
how does it feel to have the Louisville Kings be in the playoffs?
I think it's fucking awesome. I feel like we are likely to have a first round exit, but like, fuck it, dude. I think that's gonna get people excited for next season, hopefully.
Yeah, it's going to the good attendance numbers for Louisville and a playoff entry is going to, I think, stake Louisville. The Louisville Kings is staying around for a little while. That's going to keep them. Like, the thing is, like, I'm not, like, saying I expect it to happen. I'm just saying that, like, Louisville's playoff game, they just need to win one game and they're in the final.
And then they are in the United Bowl.
Yeah. So, they just need to win 2 more games in a row. They won 3 in a row, so... Hell, they don't even need to win 2 in a row. They just need to at least lose and then win. As long as they win that second game, they get to go to the United Bowl.
Yep. The thing is that all of Louisville's opponents coming up in the playoffs are teams that they lost to.
Yeah, so
Earlier
that's not
in
a
the year.
good sign.
So we really need to turn things around to overcome those defenses.
With the current standings as they are, it looks like the St. Louis versus Louisville. the Lou versus the Ville. And then the Storm versus the Defenders. So I think it'll be a shoo-in if somehow Louisville and DC both win their first rounds and they get to go against each other, because then Louisville just has to do their stuff.
Fuck them up again. But that would
Yeah.
require that DC get to the United Bowl on, like, with Bean.
Oh god,
our
the ultimate
scraps.
revenge story. The Bean comes out, like, looking, like, angry rather than sad.
Ready to kill.
Like some sort of killer bean.
Oh, fuck.
Killer Bean, I was gonna say he's gonna turn you into a has-been.
He is the killer bean forever.
God. Houston has a player named Major Burns.
And we have one named Steel Chambers.
Hang on. I have to. Is that his birth name? Major Del Montra Burns. His parents, who had the last name Burns, absolutely realized their potential. I have to wonder, when you have a name like Major Burns or Steel Chambers, which is also his birth name, like, if you're like a substitute teacher in a school calling out the names and you see a name like Major Burns or Steel Chambers, do you think it's a prank?
I do not know.
I think you kind of have to like hedge your bets that it's not, because if it's not, you could like really
just read
fuck
it
up a
normally.
kid psychologically. You don't want to take that chance.
If you read it normally and it's a joke, they laugh at you. If you read it normally and it's normal, then nothing happens. If you read it...
Yeah.
If you think it's a joke and it's not, then that's, like, disrespectful. And if you think it's a joke and it was, then they also laugh at you. So, like... My mom was a substitute teacher for a time, I think, including teaching... filling in sometimes for, like, my brother or sister's class. So, I wonder how that went for her. In 2024 as an undrafted free agent, but was then waived before the preseason started. I feel like this is gonna necessitate like going back like another time through all the tiles just to make sure. Dear?
Hello.
Hi. Oh, okay. I
I'm
wasn't sure.
eating my burgers.
Okay, I
Ooh.
wasn't sure.
Multiple. Wow. I mean, I
He's
guess that
two
makes sense.
burgering it. Oh my god, looking at a clip from Birmingham and seeing the empty, like nearly empty crowd, it's like holy shit. How the Stallions have fallen.
Yeah. As soon as like their like super good guy who like won multiple titles for them heard that they were going to have a dispersal draft, he walked. And so now they're just kind of fucked, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they don't have a will to live as a team anymore, I guess.
Yeah, getting shut out at home will hurt your attendance numbers, I think.
Yeah.
Even that didn't happen to us. We got 3.
Yeah. Gosh. I definitely just like I hope that low attendance numbers don't cause the UFL to fold, but rather just focus their efforts on other areas.
Well, I think the big thing that they want to be able to stay afloat is viewership numbers on TV, because they're like owned by Fox or something.
True.
And
And
so Fox wants just like programming that'll pull in people and get eyes on commercials, I guess.
And Louisville did that. That game was like the most viewed this season, right?
The Kings were responsible for the most viewed game this season, which was also the most viewed UFL game since the 2024 playoffs.
Awesome.
That was our final home game against Dallas. And we won in convincing fashion. And I was there for it, because I was there for every Kings home game, because I'm a good fan.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm proud of you, dear.
And I love you.
And dear, I love you. What?
I love you a lot, okay?
Next year, I will try to be at more than just one King's home game.
I would love to be able to go to them with you, dear.
Yeah. I hope you have a lot of fun tomorrow, dear. I hope it's nice in Columbus.
Yeah, especially if Chandler Rogers continues to be good at quarterback.
Be the guy.
Yeah, then hopefully we'll have some really fun games to show you next year, dear. We'll be able to holler and yell and go yippee when we're winning and go boo whenever there's a penalty against us.
And then go, you can't do that
Clap,
when it's a
clap,
penalty
clap,
against
clap,
the
clap.
other team.
You
can't do that.
Clap, 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 clap.
You can't do that. Do any of y'all have any fun in-person sports memories, or just interesting memories?
Has anyone in? Okay, here's maybe an easier one, given that we are in a nerdy community. Has anyone in chat been to a sports game live?
True, that's probably a better question to ask.
I have not.
See?
I would not be able to, like, count the amount of, like, my brother's hockey games I went to as a kid, because I didn't really have a choice about whether or not I went to them. So I went to a lot of those. I went to a Red Wings game in, like, 2009. I went to Joe Louis before it was demolished. And that was nice. I went to the Griffins game or two. I went to, and then of course I've been to the Tigers like a couple times. Reds with you. Your high school game with you, and then Kings. And then Griffins as well. I feel like I'm forgetting one.
I have the added bonus of like the triple chip on the shoulder because I was a male figure skater, so I had to deal with
New lore.
like the hockey bullying plus being a nerd. So I ended up with like the super chip on my shoulder for sports related things for a while till I got over that, stopped being an asshole. But it was just kind of like oh, I get bullied in multiple ways. Wow.
Gosh, well, I didn't know you were a figure skater, though. That's really fucking cool. I wouldn't have bullied you for that.
Aw. I am now far too fat to do that, but I'm also fat.
That makes sense, that's fair, but I think that's neat to know.
And did you know that the, like, turbo, macho, aggressive, like, hockey bullying culture is, like, purely exclusive to, like, North America? Anywhere else that hockey is played, they are not like that.
Well, that's why Olympic hockey is like real hockey, and like NHL hockey is kind of like the wrestling of hockey, where it's a little
WWE.
It's a little showy of how like aggro and macho everybody is in like an intentional way, and you'll get a better game if you watch like a women's Olympics version of hockey.
I believe there is like international hockey going on right now.
But if I said that to literally anyone in Canada, they'd be really, really mad at me for saying it.
Oh, you're gonna devalue the Toronto Maple Leafs and their continuous playoff choking? Gonna make fun of the Habs?
I would not risk that. Those people are, because then you get like
that's the Quebecois.
Yeah, that when you make fun of the Habs, you now also make an enemy of the Quebecois. But it doesn't matter.
Like crows, they will tell everybody.
But it doesn't matter what team you root for, because everybody on every team is either Canadian, Russian, or from like some of the like more Slavic European nations, or Russia. So it doesn't matter what team you're rooting for, because they're all the same people anyway.
Yeah, like the fucking.
I mean, the important part is that they represent you.
The Washington Capitals like best player, that's the DC team, and their best player has been a Russian, Ovechkin. But yeah, like I grew up with hockey. Like I grew up with my parents being crazy for the Detroit Red Wings, especially because the Red Wings were like on their continued streak of never missing the playoffs. And now the Red Wings have one of the longest missing the playoff streaks. So they're the Dead Wings again. So I kind of have hockey in my blood, and so I can't like not be interested when I watch it. Anyway, I need to catch up on people's responses to us asking.
That's true.
Marshtomp saying, I've been to a few hockey games live, also hello. Stella saying, nothing professional. Violet Heart saying, I've been to 2
Well,
England
hey, if
women's
it's for
football
school
friendly
stuff,
games.
let us know what school stuff you've been to. Like, that
Yeah.
counts. That counts.
Well, Byron saying, not including any league stuff, I only ever went to one Oakland A's game as a Boy Scout. Violet Heart saying, I've been to 2 England women's football friendly games at Wembley Stadium. Bapple saying, do y'all remember the Giants-Broncos game last year? I'm a Giants fan, and this is the first and so far only NFL game I've been to. I'm so sorry.
the Giants are
The
kinda in a
happiness is
state
temporary
right
game.
now.
And the Giants are currently not good on the team morale front.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Given that one of the players is beefing with Jackson Dart for what he did.
Yeah, it turns out that their concussion quarterback is also like a huge chud.
Yeah. I mean,
Which is
if you
hardly
look into-
surprising, but disappointing.
yeah, it's like, if generally football players try to refrain from revealing any of their political opinions, but I'm sure that probably a large majority are chuds, and they just don't say it.
That's
So
okay.
it's
Canadians have disowned Wayne Gretzky.
True. That bro's Canadian. Why are you a chud? Bro, you're Canadian.
Because you get brought up in this culture of you are rewarded because you are like physically better than other people. And everyone else
True.
is jealous of you, and you get that like worldview implanted into your brain, and it turns you into a chud.
I think it was Stella following up with, I don't think it was school stuff, just brother doing softball for a bit. And also, I guess I had a field trip to the 49ers stadium or something. That's cool. Even if it wasn't a game. Either, depending on when that was, either Candlestick or Levi's. Super Bowls have been held there. For what's come out from the team afterwards, it at least seems like the team's handling it like adults, which is comforting. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but they aren't going to let that, like, explode, probably. Like, at the very least, I'm happy that the Giants have a notable player who's willing to call that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someday maybe I'll go to an NFL game, but those tickets are expensive.
You can get season tickets to the UFL for the price of a single NFL ticket.
Yeah, so I'd rather do that. It's just if you were to get season tickets for me too, then that would require that I be able to go on trips down to see you.
It would be a thing of like I would want to like get like 2 season tickets, and then like if you can't be here that weekend, then like I don't know, I'll take one of my parents.
Okay. Why did I say it like that? What the fuck? My like voice cracked. I will say the term chud has kind of been a net positive when it comes to perfectly describing some conservatives. It's very funny. The term chud appears multiple times in an Adrestian tale as a way to refer to the Agarthans.
Chud is a very, very, very good term, because you know they've always done the you call everyone you disagree with a term for a certain political group from the 1940s. And it's like, well, now there's a more general,
You're a Chud.
softer, more pathetic term, even when you are engaging in shit like that, and we're calling it how we see it. Now we can make you sound something that sounds really pathetic. And the thing is that patheticness is like their ultimate kryptonite. They don't, they care
hate.
about. A lot of times they'll actually like champion being compared to those people because, well, that makes us seem strong because they were strong. But now it's like, you're a fucking chud. It's like,
You're a little Chud.
You're a little chudling.
Sound like the name of like a type of fish. You'd find you in the pond.
It's
like a
A
western
cannibal
yellow-scaled
humanoid
Chud.
underground dweller.
Yeah.
does
I'm more
have
upset
a-
about with the Giants right now is that a third player tore his Achilles during training camp. The Giants need to do something about their
Lord!
turf.
What needs to happen is that the Giants need to like investigate to see if they've got a fucking power generator that's causing people's legs to explode.
The fucking this 49ers conspiracy?
Yeah.
Lord. What were you saying, Ease?
Oh, I don't think it really. I was just kind of continuing the thought, but I think it's kind of over.
But
I was
yeah,
just
it's...
saying I really like Chud.
God. Yeah, the electrical substation the conspiracy about the 49ers. We need to also check this for the Lions because they also keep getting hit by the injury bug. Totally don't check in on their strength and conditioning staff. Definitely check for an electrical substation. But yeah, I will sing the praises for an Adrestian Tale for a while. It's good. There's a lot of moments that made me smile and laugh because it's a funny reference that was handled well or something, and there's also moments that were like so fucking awesome or probably the gayest shit I've ever read.
I'll give y'all like a little teaser. Within the first chapter, you get a Lin-Manuel Miranda joke.
Yeah. And it's like,
That's the
I mean, it's
Hamilton guy.
obvious. Yeah, it's like obvious, but it's also like handled in a way where it's not brought up completely out of nowhere. It's awesome.
Hell, the
It
references
is-
happen in such a way that the characters involved don't understand, like... It has no additional meaning to the characters involved, but it means everything to us.
Yeah. I think the only clunky reference I would say is when Dimitri was complaining about Annette and singing Baby Shark that one time. Which I think was a bit clunky and ham-fisted, but it was immediately after a Germa rat song reference, so...
Speaking of, did you know that of Fire Emblem TFing into animals? Did you know that there's like a fucking Among Us like phone clone of Fire
For
Emblem?
Fire
Yes.
Emblem that gives them
Yes, and it gives them all
personas.
furry forms, which is fucking awesome.
It
The
gives them
game
furry
sucks, but the
forms?
designs are awesome.
And it's like, what the fuck?
It's so good though. The game sucks.
The design-
Stay away from the
they-
game.
they-
But the designs, fuck.
They cooked. They fucking cooked.
They cooked a delicious meal and forgot to season it.
The artists cooked, which I guess is kind of the case with every gacha thing. Like,
God.
artists absolutely cooking a 5-star meal so you can get your 5-star PNG in the worst gameplay loop you've ever seen in your life. But like, yeah, no, that's funny. like saw the Claude form the other day and was like, awesome, cool, corrupted deer tar whose antlers are based on the shape of the fucking bow.
Oh my god, is there a place where I can like look this up?
I don't know. I'll send the deer tar form to you.
Please.
But like, holy fuck.
Does Edelgard have a form?
I don't.
Holy shit! Bro's hot!
Yeah. He's Fire Emblem Shadows. I forgot its name because I did not care.
It's
But
cool
they're just
as
like,
fuck, bro.
we're turning everybody into furries for some reason.
Because they're
And-
based. That's their reason.
Yeah, there's
Holy fuck, they turned Edelgard into a bird.
yeah. I mean, they were going to. That would be the thing you would turn her into, just because the name of the thing.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. Fucking look at this art of her not TF'd. I don't know if she normally has the feather cloak and the fucking bird talon boots. What the fuck?
Awesome. I'm gonna just I'm gonna paste this into the chat so that everyone can look along with us. Everyone scroll down to Skull.
They made Ike a bear.
Bam.
Ike is a
Oh
bear.
my gosh, Haki. So fucking cute.
Oh my gosh. It's awesome. Dear,
Uh-huh.
dear. This is what our, like, furry Fire Emblem should be.
Correct.
Skull. Skull Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's a hella werewolf waff.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Ike beat. Okay, Bear Ike goes crazy. Holy shit.
Bear Ike is insane. Bear Ike is insane. Yeah, no.
Holy
But
fuck.
it's just like a bunch of people, like, oh, here's a bunch of fake characters and then some actual characters, and I guess it's just an Among Us where, like, half of them are, like, fake were people pretending
It's
to be the characters. It's like,
it's
I
a
don't
terrible,
care.
fucked up game where you're supposed to play together to try to beat a boss, except one of you's a traitor, except you can try to blend in or you can try to screw over the others, and then people vote over who they think is the bad guy, but then it doesn't really matter because then you all just fight anyways.
Yeah.
It's
It's a game that
really
just
feels
doesn't
poorly thought out.
work.
And yeah, they try. You can't mobile game Among Us.
Oh my god, Lynn is a horse tar. Lynn is literally a centaur.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Fire Emblem, why don't you bring this into the main games? But bring back the fucking, what are they called?
Well, you know, if
Beast stones.
the Lagoos,
Well, no, the beast
Lagoos?
stones, but also the lagoos, I guess. But I mean, in general, the beast stones.
Marikit?
Manakete.
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 The
Thank
Manaketes
you.
and the beast stones. Yeah, in general.
But yeah, I would say there's a non-zero chance, given that a huge part of what was the most recent one with the Pepsi hair
Engage.
Engage. A huge part of Engage was bringing people in from the mobile game to Fire Emblem, and it was kind of like an attempt to bridge the gap by doing like the summon thing and the characters as the rings.
The point of Engage was that you were teaming up with the main characters of previous games.
Yeah, but its intent was sort of to bring in the large crowd from the mobile games by
Was
having
it
the
trying to be Let's Go?
recognizable character. A little bit. It's a little bit
Also,
Fire Emblem Let's Go.
I need to. I'm gonna BRB to get the pizza because I'm very hungry. So
Which means there's a non-zero chance of them referencing. Is what I'm saying. Sorry. Yeah. Enjoy your pizza. Enjoy pizza. Very good. But yeah, there is a non-zero chance of them eventually referencing this. And it would be funny and awesome.
Just gonna post some faves here.
Yeah. Yeah, the Tiger Ephraim is kind of crazy.
It goes hard
Like,
as
that's
fuck.
just someone's persona. Like, this guy's cool. Yeah, I just want them to make more of, like, past characters and see what they do with them.
Yeah,
Because they're
I mean,
fun.
look. I don't know if it's what the editing of the trailer was trying to imply, but the trailer that we got for Fire Emblem 18 Fortune's Weave seems to suggest that there is at least one character in the game that I would have the ability to turn into a demonic beast.
Yeah. And also, I just miss Tellius and wish Lagoos were back. And I'm a Tellius like lover. I love Tellius, but
You know, I'm sure you'll tell us all about it.
oh, I will, because I love. Oh,
Dinner. Okay. I got that out of my system.
there's not to do. I will undo that. I don't know how much I need to undo, but I will undo a certain amount because that was kind of invisible. Just arting alongside Strem.
Okay, now that dinner is finished, I can continue hunting at full speed. Full
Wow.
speed? It's not very fast.
It's very bass. It's very bass.
Okay.
I think this is good.
They made Storm Drain that sucks? That's so fucking funny. That's just a fuck you ability. A get down, Mr. President ability.
I kind of wish they turned Justified into, Because Justified is kind of like a Storm Drain type thing, where it's like, oh, you get hit with a dark move and you get a stat boost, but it's not an immunity. And I kind of think it should be, especially with how fucked up knockoff has been in new generations. They should make it.
It would instantly make any Pokemon with Justified be like turbo meta, just because they get to keep their item.
And yeah, it would be nice, I think. Hello, welcome back.
It is a pepperoni pizza from Peppino's. No, not the one from
Ooh.
Pizza Tower.
I wasn't saying it. I wasn't thinking of it.
I just like I just think it's funny. There's a couple locations of Peppino's near me, so.
There is a place near me that was also called Peppino's, but I don't think it was related to any brand. And it went out of business, but it was the best.
Oh yeah, the fucking Peppino's near me has definitely been around longer than Pizza Tower.
Imagine, I'm just imagining a fantasy scenario where it's like the lawsuit of every single pizza place named Peppino's about to, like, strike.
Descend upon the developer of Pizza Tower until they are nothing but a smoking pile of ash and eyes.
Every pizza place around the world incidentally named Peppino's.
God.
I think it'd be funny. Not that I wish I'd be ill will towards developers or anything. I'm sure they made a fine game, but
Obviously, yeah,
I just think it would be very, very funny considering how many places are called Peppino's.
Yo!
Yeah!
Save state.
Oh my god! Okay. Oh!
Oh,
Save state. Oh my god. Okay. We got him. We got
Check
him.
my
Okay.
fish.
Do you have hypnosis? No, you do not have hypnosis. Fuck. Nobody has hypnosis. Fuck.
we just gotta chuck balls and hope.
Okay. Fuck it. Ultra balls.
What's Feebas's catch rate?
I don't know.
I don't actually think it's that high because I think it matches Magikarp.
Woo!
Yeah, first try.
It's over!
This is a multi-stream endeavor. This isn't Mount Battle again. Let's go.
Dear, did you
Yeah.
know that it eats anything? So it can even live in polluted streams and lakes. No one pays any attention to it.
I feed my Feebas a can.
I feel so weird that they made it so rare.
Thank
and
you
then
for
the
the
deck
sub!
entries were like, who gives a shit?
There you go.
Thank you
Okay.
for the sub.
Awesome name for it, Byleth.
Wishing I was fishing.
I was going to say, it's like, this fishing stream would be great for Byleth. Also, yeah, thank you, son of an ice cream maker, for subscribing at tier 1 for that. I wonder how loud Viola's shout would have been if it was also shiny. That would have been crazy.
I probably would have died on the spot.
Oh, I don't know how I would stop the stream.
I'm glad that you didn't find a shiny then.
Fuck yes,
Wait,
dude.
wait,
Fuck
hang on.
yes, dude.
Do you remember what tile that was? Because won't it still be on the same tile?
It will always be on that tile, yeah. Oh fuck. That was like it was around the corner of the big rock. I don't remember if it was like directly behind it or like one to the side.
Okay.
Only for the day.
Oh, it changes every day in Gen 4? That's
Oh, fuck.
fucked.
That's fucked up.
And refresh every 24 hours. Yeah, we could do a clip if we want to farm that spot.
But why would I want to?
Future games.
If you wanna have a living dex, I guess.
I can breed, for one.
It gets
True.
Yeah, it gets, oh, true. Yeah,
Ditto exists.
true. Something I was thinking about is I think they should do
a thing where in one region, Feebas is the Magikarp and Magikarp is the Feebas. And it would
God.
be like really pointless, but it would just be like a regional flavor that like everybody knows Feebas and like talks about it like it's Magikarp. And it'd be just like a regional culture thing, like, oh yeah, they're everywhere. No one cares about that thing. But oh my gosh, Magikarp is so rare, guys. And it's like,
I mean, look,
that would be awesome.
look, with how like ubiquitously good Gyarados is, I think that would be well balanced.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an item there that I missed. Huh.
Well, especially, it's kind of crazy how good Milotic is right now. Like, that thing's fucking
I mean, yeah, Milotic has
nuts.
always been good because of his special defense and bulky water. Is just a
Competitive.
classic combination for a good Pokemon.
And the competitive ability that makes it fucked up.
Gosh.
Like literally the name competitive, like the ability's name competitive, where it's like, oh, if you get hit by a stat reducing thing, this thing's special attack goes up. So in Pokemon Champions, it's a problem. Cause like, oh, do you have intimidators on your team? Okay. Okay. You sure you want to have those on your team? You sure you want to bring those in? Because Milotic's here. You don't.
Smiles?
You don't want anything of what I'm bringing. That thing's scary. I actually, one of the reasons I kind of stopped playing Champions for a while was when I like got the 10% proc on Playrough's attack drop twice while chipping down a Milotic, and I lost because of it. Because it made its stats go up, and I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to hit it with the strongest thing I had to hit it neutrally. And I was like, no, you just lost because you got quote unquote lucky. And I was like, okay, I'm going to turn this game off and get back to focusing on commissions again.
I'm gonna do, well, first I'm gonna punch this rock, and I'm gonna break it, but I'm not going to hurt the frog that's on top of it.
Wow. So gentle.
Yeah. And then, after I do that, I am going to save the game. There you go. And then I'm going to save over that save state. There you go. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
It's locked in.
No risk of accidentally undoing. Yeah.
Oh! Beep beep! Here. Here.
Hello, friend.
It's a little friend. I'm sorry, I had pizza in my mouth.
Here's Pee-Pee.
That's pee-pee.
Pee-Pee.
Clefairy's Japanese name is Pee-Pee.
It's Pee-Pee.
Pee-Pee.
Single. Looking to mingle. See if you can get any damage in on it. Some chip.
Things would have been very different if we lived in the world where this was the mascot, I think.
I like it.
I like it too. But the world would have been very different.
Single kind of going in for us, hitting through several minimize.
That's
Alright,
what
at
I
this
do.
point, I think I'm gonna. No, you are just. You just hit minimize 6 times, and that's your life.
Yeah.
Gonna use Great Ball.
Goodness gracious.
Fucked up.
I'm glad that evasion boosting doesn't affect Pokeballs.
Oh.
Because there is a world where somebody
They
at Game
dodged the
Freak
Pokeball.
was like, we should do that. We should make evasion also tied to.
And then
to
every
whether or not you
legendary
toss
gets
it.
double teamed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dear,
That.
yes.
did you know that it flies using the wings on its back to collect moonlight? This Pokemon is difficult to find.
As evidenced by the fact that it was until now that we found it.
Yeah.
Also, the slices of Peppino's pizza were really good. I don't know exactly how to describe this. I hope you all just like understand. There's like kind of like a vibe to like cheap pizza.
Yeah. I get it. I get what you mean immediately.
There's like a vibe to like the way the cheese melts and the pepperoni is and the crust.
In celebration of your pizza, dear, the Clefairy is named Pepinos.
Pepinos.
Oh, that's awesome because it goes beep beep.
Yeah.
Pepinos.
And when Mega Clefable does its like animation where it Mega evolves and it flies up and holds its hand out up like that,
Ooh,
you
light
could just
play.
edit like a little pizza box into it.
Holy shit.
God.
If we had like. Do we have like light screen reflect? Is that like something that we can get in this game? Because that combined with light clay on X-Bay would be like kind of baller.
Wow. Oh my god, I typed in Mega Clefable into images and there's so many shitty like fake ones that look terrible.
Oh my god, you Shishiga!
No offense to artists who tried, but I don't know what you were cooking, and most of them aren't art because, you know, of that thing that it also exists.
Wow. You are a fan. Yes. No. Yes.
Yes.
So fucking funny.
Oh god.
Oh, well, now they're just the most common thing in the world.
They are difficult to find until you find one.
Lucy, reduce it to a fine powder.
With pleasure.
Thank you, Lucy.
Just type in trying to find the
I
animation.
see.
where
Purchasable
Mega
at
evolves
Veilstone
and-
Department Store. So that means like we can get multiple copies of them and like
Oh, it's
swap them out
canvas.
as needed for like a given fight, you know? That's actually a really cool utility that we can get with X-Bay. Anyways,
Never mind.
the cold.
The gold.
This is what I'd like to live in.
You are already in Canada.
Yeah, but
Leave some for the rest of
I-
us.
I love cold. I love winter.
Leave some for the rest
I
of
love
us.
I love snow.
Look, for Viola, it's like 83 degrees right now, and for me, it's like 60 something, and for you, it's probably like 50.
Oh, I think I'm probably the same as you. I'm 18 degrees Celsius, which is...
That guy's having the
is that?
time of his life
I
up
had
there.
64.
Look at that dude.
64.4.
Okay, it's about the same as me.
Look at him.
Oh,
Look at
he's,
Robo.
He's literally having fun and playing.
he's playing in the snow. I love
What
it.
a joy.
This is the most happy route. This is one of the happiest routes of all time.
I would love to be here. I want to jump around in
That
the
said,
snow.
this area in particular would be so fucking dangerous to be in.
Oh yeah, bridge with no railing.
No. I mean down in the valley, and it's snowing, and there's already snow on all the cliffs above you. That is the
Oh.
recipe for getting
Avalanche.
buried in the snowdrift. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I was gonna point out the bridge and how bridges get like icy before like the rest of the
Yeah.
environment because they got cold coming from under.
Oh my
too.
god, Winter Ace Trainer goes hard as fuck. Hi, Breakfast. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, hi.
Her outfit looks like Low Punny. I'm gonna be real.
That's her
true.
Sona.
Yeah.
I hope you're used to going to enjoy that animation.
This lady did not send out a Low Punny. This lady transformed into a Low Punny.
Oh my god,
Just
true.
like in Fire
That-
Emblem
that's just her.
Shadows.
Lucy?
Lord. That's mirror coat,
Oh.
alright.
What the fuck does Mirror Coat do?
It's
It's counter.
It's
but
counter,
special.
but for special moves, yeah. So, let's get you the hell out of there.
Jesus Christ. You know, it's just like Lucy to get fucking punched in the face by something unexpected.
Well, it bounces back. you
Yeah,
know, it,
bounced right off
it
of
bounces
Wapani.
Off of the Wapani.
God.
And then go back into Lucy.
So if you use a physical move, it can't do anything with Mirror
Yeah,
Coat.
it fails. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And counter is the same, but for physical.
Uh-huh.
So if you-
The Wobbuffet classic.
Too special. Yeah, you have to like mix up with your Wobbuffet every time.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
It's a huge part of why Wobbuffet is like
Yeah,
Other
Gen
than
1
the shadow
character
type.
where it only works on, like, normal type attacks specifically.
Jesus Christ, what were they thinking?
yeah. Well, and special was broken because special was one stat,
Uh-huh.
and that counted both special defense and special attack, and there was no counter button for it. They fuck. It's amazing that the franchise survived.
Lucy getting her ass handed to her by Breakfast's cousin
Who is a human that
turns into a Low Punny. Whereas
Yeah.
Breakfast
Doesn't
is like,
cope with it.
well, maybe this is a Low Punny that turns into a human. Have we thought about
Ooh.
that?
True. She's just like taking her disguise, like a Zoroark, but it's weird that Zoroark is like, oh yeah, I could maintain its disguise enough to talk to you. It's like, okay.
I never thought of pronouncing it as Zoroark. I've always said Zoroark.
Oh, okay. I
Zoroark.
thought
It's probably Zoroark. but
I
yeah.
thought that you were talking about some aspect of Rourke, the gym leader, that I didn't know
No.
about. No, you were talking about
No.
Zoroark.
Yeah, I was mispronouncing Zoroark because I'm.
Okay, I
Lazy.
understand now.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just was not expecting that pronunciation.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely me mispronouncing it and making it like 2 syllables instead of 3 or 4. But
Zoroark.
But yeah, it can just be human for a while and talk to you, and there's like side quests with it. And it's like, oh yeah, it can't just.
Bro, you've got like one Pokemon.
verbally
Where are you gonna
talk
go?
to us.
Do you have 2? Okay, you have 2. I see. This is good for me. Thank you.
This is good news.
This is good news.
Like, the only thing keeping Gen 1 together was the fact that they made Chansey. And then they were like, okay, we made a Pokemon that makes it that everyone has to run, that makes it so that you can't just spam special moves because there is this blob of fat in
And
special defense that will make it so that you cannot hit it unless you have a physical move.
Guys?
Since
see
fighting type,
Kobe's.
and because fighting type is non-functional, by a
Lucy.
physical move I mean normal type. Because
Lucy, please.
oh my god, Lucy.
Lucy, I beg of you. Lucy. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you, Lucy.
for once in your life, Lucy.
For once in your loose lifey. Wait,
For once in your Lucy. Wait.
hold on. Okay.
There's a healing house ahead. Awesome.
Nifty. That said, I'm probably going to go back to town, actually, because I want to recruit. I have recruit. I want to bring in my guys who are level 32 or level 38 right now, so that they can get experience also.
Yeah.
Recruiting
try
my
to
Pokemon
wander
from
through.
the computer.
Try to wander through the defog area without it, just to be like, fuck it, one more mon. Now that you don't need to be there for like getting the Feebas
Perchance.
for a chance.
A
Or
chance.
maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. Because I don't know if it's possible to do that. They didn't. It's just Flash 2. Why did they make Flash 2?
Because
for
they
not-
hate us.
Makes me mad.
There is no other
And then
reason. They
made
just
the
don't
good
like us.
move later.
Wait, we have strength.
And they
We
made-
can go down to the bottom of the fucking Gibble Cave now. I guess that's what we're going to be doing at the start of next episode.
Ooh. We will get Giblet.
Yeah.
Giblets.
I think I have done my commission. Maybe. But I have to do the insane thing that everyone hates me describing. I have to save it as one PNG so that I can move it over to Photoshop and edit it there on Photoshop and then move it back as the PNG because I just don't want to work on all the layers.
Oh,
That's convoluted as hell, but if it works for you, I'll never understand it, but if it works for you...
I just like Photoshop selection tools better than...
oh
That's
my
fair.
god, in fucking different medium. Whee!
Wow, wow.
Okay, so. There, next time we will go and explore the wacky world of Tex Avery down in the cave, and then we will finally make our way up to Snow Point and actually try to advance the plot line some. If you can believe it.
Okie dokie.
For now, I hope that y'all had a nice time hanging out with all of us.
I did.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Gosh, we will hopefully be back here same time next week for yet more Pokemon Pearl version, and hopefully Monday at the start of June we will finally be able to continue with Fire Emblem Echoes. and maybe get to the top of that tower, or maybe I'll just fuck around and grind up all my other units for the entire stream. It's a big fucking mystery. For now, I hope that y'all have a good day, a good night, a good week, and a good however long it is until we see each other again. I see y'all around.
Bye.